Hey guys, it's June the 9th, and I want to talk about a few things that are actually very important to a lot of people because we're all at a point where we just don't allow shit to slide anymore that is going against the basic things, you know what I mean? Things that we're not even like, for example, if a group of people is paying a so-called practitioner, whether they're a psychologist, a therapist, a counselor, a healer, a Reiki master, a shaman, and the list goes on. And that practitioner is taking people to another country. Whatever comes, good, bad, and ugly, it's going to fall on the practitioner. Number one, it is your duty as the practitioner to assess mentally, emotionally, physically, the state of the person who is willing to pay to do a hike, to do a spiritual retreat under your name with you. And we did not find as people who are coming, that this particular, her name is Kristine Kirakosyan. I want to give the utmost horrible review to this practitioner, who apparently all of Europe has been a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master, whatever the hell, and now she's doing breath work. Absolute horrifying. Horrifying. Where not only did we notice everything she's doing is horrifying, there's no empathy coming from her. There's no acknowledgement that what she does is incorrect and wrong and horrible. And she's obsessed with money, and even the Bedouin Arabs noticed, and they were calling her a sharmuta, and she has no fucking clue. Sharmuta in Arabic means whore. And she has no fucking clue or no. Here's the thing, you have to understand something. If a person cannot see what's happening, if a person cannot perceive someone else, what's happening to someone else, or what they're thinking, or how they may be feeling, there's a brain disease there. There's a brain issue. There's a brain injury. The brain is not capable of switching and looking at things in a perspective other than their own because there's no empathy there. Forget about narcissistic personality disorder right now. Forget about superior complex disorder right now, which she has all of them. We were sitting there, we were actually saying this girl is a psychopath. Okay? How do you, and the person who is qualifying you to be giving you certification, where did you get your certification from? The fucking convenience store? It took me over 10 years to be a Reiki master and a shaman. Over 10 years. And that's not because I wanted it. That's because the people who passed me on take this shit fucking serious. Because other people's lives are on the line here. And some of the people that go back to her, they all have a mental disorder and they're not able to see things on other people's perspectives of life and death and how she's treating people, the way she's talking down to people. Anyhow, there is such thing as karma. There is a such thing as you don't fucking talk down to other Reiki practitioners, especially if they're giving you money. I think 4 or 5 of us told her basically to go fuck herself because absolutely no respect. She's ditched so many people. Even Ali lost his shit on her. And he was even telling me, what kind of fucking leader is this? He's like, is this your leader? I said, no, she's not my anything. This is not my leader. This is not my anything. And the worst part is he was starting to associate Armenians like her because he's like, this is the very first time I'm meeting Armenians. A lot of them were like, you guys are coming from Armenia. We've never met people from Armenia. Not a lot of people from Armenia come here. So I felt embarrassed, as usual, that this is what, the Bedouin Arabs or people in Jordan are going to assume Armenians are like. Disrespectful, yelling. She's yelling at all the Bedouin leaders. She's very lucky she didn't get punched in the face. There was a point where I was going to punch her in the face. Okay? And Ali noticed, and instead, he went up to her and he said, I'm sorry. just because he was trying to keep the peace. And you're a Reiki master? It's not about feelings, honey. It's about energy. That which you send out, it returns to you 5 times, 10 times fold when you are in this type of field of work. This girl has no wisdom. This girl has no experience. This girl has no knowledge. This girl has no empathy. Her brain is not in order. And her and some of her practitioners, they sit there and in front of us talking shit about us. This was not smart. This was not smart. This was not smart. Just know you're going to get exactly what you send out back to you. A little bit more harsh. This is not a threat. This is reality. You're in the wrong field. It's very clear. Many people can see right through you that you're in the wrong field. You need healing yourself. I was fucking surprised out of my ass that the last 2 days she chose me to share a hotel room with. And as soon as I close the door to get in, or the door shuts to get in, this girl, does she not remove all her fucking clothes in 2 seconds completely, stares right into my eyes as if you have any appeal to me. Even if I was a guy, I wouldn't even look at you twice. I grabbed my clothing. I went straight to the washroom to take a shower and to change. And then when I come out of the washroom, she has the nerve to tell me, "Oh, Talad, even though you said you've gained all this weight, everything is still up." Mind you, her and some of the people in the group, they're sitting there talking shit because she doesn't take responsibility. She knew when I told her, "Listen, I've gone through a lot of stresses. I had inflammation in my uterus. I was very active before. I was part of the community before. I was doing this and that before. And this was what happened to me. Is this safe for me to do?" "Oh yeah, everything is fine. Everything is good. Everything is fine." And then you intentionally leave me, and Ali lost his fucking shit. And he says, "What kind of fucking leader leaves a woman to die like this?" He goes, "She is getting paid. And when she returns, she's telling me in front of Ali, you have to pay them for the donkey. You have to pay them for the..." Even after I told him I don't have any dinar on me. He lost his fucking shit. Give me a second. So it seems to me, people with the last name Kirakosyan, there's a common theme going on here that they have a superior complex disorder and they treat other people like fucking shit because if you give them money, all of a sudden, I'm the fucking shit because you're giving me money. And you all are, I don't know, are related, but this is my review. I almost fucking died. And then on top of that, because Ali saved my life and we were the ones who came back and I was making the group happy. And when she came running to give me a hug, because I'm the one that was making the group happy, Ali in the fucking car, in the truck that came to pick us up last minute when we reached the bottom of the mountain, which again, I had to pay for. He said, "Look at her, she's so fucking fake. She's gonna run to give you a hug." I came out, instead of her saying, "Are you okay?" I came out, I'm making the entire group laugh in order to lift the vibration. And as we're sitting there, all she's talking about is how, you would think we're all sitting there in a camp. We're all eating Bedouin food, beautiful lamb, rice, You would think we're going to all receive some form of wisdom. We're going to have a nice group talk gathering. No. All she talks about is how she alone went to India or Pakistan or wherever she went. And she thought she almost got robbed, but she didn't. And she was vomiting and this, and that. And for all I know, first of all, she had given me a little bit of her bottled water. For all I know, that was even poison because it tasted like poison. And all this shit. Hold on. So, and it's just interesting because as people who claim to be spiritual and chosen by the gods, as these people are preaching, you don't just fucking go up to people and start making fun of them and laugh at them, especially when you're not even doing the work on yourself. You can't even see your own flaws and admit your mistakes. You're not doing anything for a community. You're not doing anything for your own nation. You're not doing anything for children for women, for nothing. So this superior complex disorder, guys, I've told you so many times, this is the reason why I've left so many of this new age community shit. The people in it have mental disorders, okay? And they're fucked. They can't look at what's actually happening and what they're causing and the rippling effect what they're causing to other people. So the next time around, listen to this. So then after that, right, because people told me to write a review, but everywhere I go, I can't leave a review because I know she's going to remove it, okay? Because there's nothing online where I could post and it's not going to get deleted. Or so you guys know me. When I leave reviews on people, I'm going to do it on my own profile. So I was saying, so these guys, the day after, right, she's doing breath work on a few people over there. So I didn't do it. I do breath work on myself. I don't need it, especially for a person to do that, leave me behind like that when I could have fucking died. There's no trust there. You never showed me that you're a trustworthy person. You never showed me that you're a respectful person. You never showed me that you're a strong person. You never showed me that you're a reliable person. So why the fuck am I going to go? You're not a healer. Why am I going to go and do breath work? Anyhow, as a group, you know, there's the Bedouins there. We're all laughing. We're all giggling. We're all talking. There's probably about 15 people, 20 people of us sitting outside. Does this bitch not come out screaming? The door is open. The windows are open. Close your door. Close the windows. Does this bitch not come out 3 times and out of everyone say, Talad, your laugh is loud? She's yelling at me in a very degrading manner. Talad, put your voice down. We're doing da-da-da-da-da. Like in a very rude, degrading manner. Ali fucking got up and he just looked at her like in disgust. I turned around and I said to her, as a Reiki practitioner, a yoga teacher, isn't the whole point of yoga to silence the mind and block out noises so that you could master within? Da-da-da-da, I'm gonna make you walk tomorrow. Da-da-da-da-da. She's losing her shit. She goes back in. 20 minutes later, again, she comes out. This was a time where Ali was like, I'm sorry, you know? And she's yelling at me. But my back is turned because we're all engaging in conversation. 3rd time she comes out, I said to myself, is this bitch comes at me one more time, I'm going to punch her across the face and she's going to go fucking flying. That's what I'm going to fucking do. 3rd time, I don't know, somebody ended up talking to her. I told her, you don't fucking like it, close the goddamn windows, close the doors. Then she blasts the music. Okay. The next day we're going to Petra, right? As we're going to Petra, I go right up to her. I said, don't you ever, with my finger like this, don't you ever talk down to me like that ever again. Out of mutual respect, I'm a Reiki master myself, and I said, don't you ever. Don't you know as a Reiki master, you have a principality to be going by? Like, fuck, I didn't come here to rape you. I didn't come here to steal from you. I didn't come here to degrade anything from you because you're insecure of my laugh, because my laughter makes you uncomfortable. You know what she says to me? I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I said, you didn't hurt my feelings, honey. This is not about feelings. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. This has nothing to do with feelings. It's about energy, I said. You watch. And what happened, 4 or 5 people went against her because whatever you send out, it returns to you. So whoever thinks this girl is a healer is not only fucking blind, but the people who are giving her certifications and the people who are going to her and not seeing through this is also fucked up. I'll tell you that. And this girl had the nerve to tell me to join these people for other things. I'm sitting here cleaning up their fucking mess and paying for it energetically, financially, and other things. When someone else would have fucking killed her, first of all, for her abandoning me to die there. Ali fucking came and saved my life. And number 2, the way she's treating me, not only me, but other people, man. She's screaming at Walid. She's screaming at other Bedouin Arabs. She's just... Some of the other people in the group even said, we don't trust you anymore. We want nothing to do with you. So I just want to leave my review and say that all of us were sitting there and really trying to contemplate why the fuck we ended up going to Jordan. But then we realized because of her, because of you, Kristine, you brought us all together in actuality. You brought us together as friends. We realized how fucked up you are. We knew, I guess, from the beginning. And we all had to pay additional prices for other things because you don't know how to talk or explain things. So just know karma's going to get you very soon, and it's going to come in rippling effects. Know that. And I'm pretty sure you're going to end up stopping what you're doing for a living and you'll end up in another field. Okay? Look for another field of work. This is not your line of work.